Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second of two videos for Chapter 4, Section 1, Classifying Triangles. This video is going to show two examples of more advanced algebra-based problems, similar to questions that you might see in a way on the SAT, not quite the same. But again, these two-step problems where we are told information about the triangle itself and we are asked to find the side lengths. So here in this picture we have triangle ABC, which is stated to be an isosceles triangle, and we are told that AB is equal to BC. Now sometimes they won't tell us this specifically in the directions. Instead, they'll simply mark in the triangle itself that the sides are congruent, which is what the dash marks that I just drew mean. They mean that those are congruent sides, which by the definition of congruence means that AB and BC are the same length, which we were told in the directions. Now, in order to solve this problem, we cannot find the side lengths of this triangle without knowing the value of x. So this is really a two-step problem. Step one, we need to set up and solve an equation to find the value of x, which we do based on the two sides that we were told were equal, AB and BC. Well, in terms of x, AB is 4x plus 1 units, and BC is 2x plus 5 units. If those are equal, then 4x plus 1 equals 2x plus 5. This is a relatively simple linear equation to solve. We move the x's to one side by subtracting 2x from each side. While we're at it, we should go ahead and move the 1 by subtracting 1 from each side. This gives us 2x equals 4, and then we divide by 2 to get that x equals 2. Now, some of you are going to think you're done at this point, but you need to remember that you need to go back and make sure that you've answered the question that was asked. In this case, you were asked to find the side lengths of this triangle, which means we have three answers we need to provide: the length of AB, the length of BC, and the length of AC. Those are the three values that we have to provide. Now we provide those by plugging x back in. Now on the SAT itself, they would probably only ask you for one of these three side lengths, and you would need to plug it into the correct location. The other thing is that one of the four answers on the SAT is undoubtedly going to be 2, and that is the wrong answer. That's standard SAT, is that you solve for a variable or an intermediate step of some sort. That is one answer option, but that answer option does not answer the question that is asked, so it is not the correct answer. Please, 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 please make sure you read the question. X does not answer this question. We need to plug x back in to find the side lengths. So, the length of AB is 4x plus 1. That is 4 times 2 plus 1, or 9 units. The length of BC is 2x, or 2 times 2 plus 5. That also is 9 units. This right here tells us that we did not screw up when we solved for x, because in the directions they told us that AB and BC are the same length. So when we solve for x and then plug that x in, we should get the same answer for both the length of AB and the length of BC. Now the length of AC should be a different number. 3 times x minus 5 is 3 times 2 minus 5, or 1 unit. If it were the same number, we would have a problem, because then that would not be an isosceles triangle. So again, 2 of the 3 should be equal, and it should be the 2 that we were told were equal in the directions. That finishes up the problem. Let's take a look at another one. Actually, what would be better would be if you would pause the video and try the other one before advancing to the next page in the notes. Try it on your own, see what you can come up with. If you get stuck, then watch the explanation. But if you can do it on your own and then just check your answer by watching, that would be better. Okay, so in this particular problem, this is find the length of each side of equilateral triangle FGH. The key word here being equilateral. That word means that all three sides are the same length, which means FG is equal to GH is equal to FH. It does not matter which 2 you use. You need to choose 2 sides and solve for y. It does not matter which 2. Any 2 will work. So let's say that we decide we're going to use FG and GH. It doesn't matter which 2 we use. Those 2 are equal, so we can plug in their lengths in terms of y, and that would allow us to solve for the value of y. So to solve for y, we would subtract 2y from each side and add 3 to each side. That would give us 8 equals y. Once again, that would be one possible answer on the SAT, but it is not the correct answer because you still need to plug that value in. The other thing to keep in mind is that in theory, all 3 of these answers should be the same. So you may not need to actually plug into all 3, although I'm going to. Okay, because if you plug into all 3 and they're all 3 the same, then your y value is correct. If you plug into all 3 and they're all different, you did something wrong when you solve for y. So FG is 2y plus 5, which is 2 times 8 plus 5, or 21 units. GH is 3y minus 3, or 3 times 8 minus 3, which is also 21 units. This is an excellent sign that we got the same answer for both of those. That probably means that FH is also 21 units, but you know, we've already gone this far. We might as well go ahead and finish. 5 times y minus 19 would be 5 times 8 minus 19, which is 40 minus 19 is also 21 units. Please note that these are side lengths, so they should come with units. That does it for the Chapter 4, Section 1 notes. Thank you very much for your time. Our next couple videos will cover Section 4-2.